Look, have you seen the beard? Man.
Hello guys, my name is Martijn, but most will know me as Total Warzone. And first of all, yes, I have a new microphone. I hope the quality is better right now. Second of all, I have a lot of Total War Attila information for you guys. I have a whole list with some cool details and information. So keep watching and I'll tell you more about that. In the background we have some new Attila campaign footage as well. This is what they showed at a stream. They did today, a Twitch stream, where while they did a dev session, a couple of developers gave answers to various questions of the community, and that's why we all have those new information. So this is a summary of that stream and a summary of everything we know so far. So without further ado, let's get into the details. So first I'm going to talk about the main campaign and about the main mechanics of the game, because the battle part is already pretty much known. So for the main campaign details, first of all, as we knew, there are various religions in the game. Right now we have confirmed that there are 9 different religions in the game, and every religion has their own buffs and its own benefits, but also its own weaknesses. You also have the option to change your religion to another, to just change the course of history. And just like the Roman Empire, you don't need to stay Christian. You can just change it to basically everything you want, but keep your public order in mind. Next thing is diseases. Diseases can spread through trade routes, armies, and various other things, and can cause diplomatic penalties. Well, the disease is just a main form of public order and a main challenge in the campaign. This is really a prominent one. You also have different diseases with different effects. There will still be unique settlements in the game. Rome 2 had, for example, Rome, Carthage. They had a unique battle map. For example, Constantinople will be a unique settlement. It will be very big, according to the developers. And there will be 3 other cities with a unique status as well. One of them will be Rome. Then a really cool feature what a lot of you guys wanted, and that is walls for minor settlements. In Total War Attila, minor settlements can have walls. When you upgrade your settlement long enough, you will reach a point where you can build a wall around your minor settlement. So that's cool for the guys who are missing that in Rome 2. Civil wars. There will be civil wars in Attila, but they will work out differently than Rome 2 wars. They will get more into that in a later stage. They will tell us more about that later. So about dilemmas, events, they really want to bring back immersion in the game. They want to do this by various things, of course, and one of them is by adding more dilemmas, more events, faction-based events, and also some events with cutscenes, all that kind of jazz, just some more things like that, so that's really cool. Then a bit about music. There will be culture-specific music themes. In the battle you could play at EGX, for example. There were already 2 battle tracks, and that's just a selection of those faction unique music themes. And they sounded really cool, by the way. Of course I played the game as well on Horsham. It was really nice. Then a bit about army stances. There will be more army stances, but it will tell us more about that later. Forced march stance will now give fatigue penalties when the battle commences, for example. So there will also be some main changes to that. So now let's get into some details and features about characters. So first of all, you can assign a governor to a certain province. And of course, a governor will make you able to set an edict for that province with various bonuses. Of course, there are already different edicts. The governor will also be represented as a separate garrison unit. You can just level him up, some parts in a civil way and some parts in a military way, and that will decide how good its bodyguard will be. So it will already also be represented on the battle map when the city your governor is commanding gets attacked. The merry future returns from other games. You can also do it by diplomacy or by political actions, but you can marry other factions, females, things like that, to get them into your family tree and to get them working there. And then something else in the diplomacy, and this is really cool. They will tell us more about diplomacy later, by the way. But different characters will bring different personalities in diplomacy. Because of this, diplomatic relations will be more dynamic. And what I mean by this is that when a certain faction leader of another faction really likes your faction, when he passes away, a new faction leader will rise up. Maybe he has some traits that he hates your faction or your culture. that will really change the way that faction is looking upon you and will really change your diplomatic relations and may turn into wars or the other way around. So really cool future, but more on diplomacy later. Then a bit about agents. Agent actions will unlock when you level up your agent. When you buy and spawn a new agent, you will only have a couple of actions to use. When he gains more skills, he will have more things to do and more capabilities, more skills, and he will just be better overall. Of course, his visual on the campaign map will change as well, as was already confirmed in the previous stage. Results of agent actions will be displayed as 2D animations in Attila, so no more just those blunt pictures of Rome 2, but also not real cutscenes as we've seen in Rome Total War, Medieval 2 and in Shogun 2, but 2D animations sound pretty good and it is an improvement over Rome 2 at least. Then we have some details on Attila himself. Attila will always attack other nations, he will be very powerful, will never be really defensive, he will just always get out and just try to conquer the world. This cannot be avoided. Then Attila can be killed or wounded on the battle map as well. It's very hard according to the developers, but it is possible to do. Then last but not least we have some details on units and factions. First of all, we have 4 confirmed playable factions right now. The Western Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, the Saxons and the Sassanids. They confirmed that the Sassanids will be playable as well. They will really be a very economical and anti-disease faction to play. Of course, more about factions and what factions will be playable will be revealed later. They will do that quite the same as in Rome 2, revealing the factions one by one. Then Scandinavia. Scandinavia is present in the game with 1 or 2 settlements, which is really nice. Of course the campaign map is bigger, as I've already mentioned in previous videos. Now a bit about units. There are a lot more specialized ships. They are really specialized at, for example, boarding, range combat or ramming. Really a bit more. So when you're not using the ship for what it's meant to do, it will just be terrible basically. So that really could change naval battles. We'll have to see how that turns out. Then about units, there will be male and female units in Total War Attila from the start of the game. No Daughters of Mars DLC, you will have some female units at the start of the game. Then a really specific question, but some Immortals and Cataphract units will be in the campaign. Of course we have the Climinari for the Romans, but the Sassanids will also have some Immortal units. More details onto those units and factions will be revealed at a later stage, that's really early to tell. Then last but not least, there will again be a prologue in the form of a mini campaign. Not a lot of details about that, but it will return. So that are really the details I have for now. Of course we know a lot more and this is just a quick summary because otherwise you will get bored and the video would get too long. So if you want to check more about Attila, click on the screen right now. You can go to my other videos with more information about Attila. If you enjoyed this, if you like this, or if you have a comment about anything in this video, any information, please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, do whatever you want. All your support is welcome. So hopefully the mic is better and hopefully you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you next time. Bye.